What is going on, happy people? It's your boy Divine One is here, guys, bringing you this video from Fishport. Those of you who don't know it, the harbor. I'll give her the harbor. Water isn't that clean. It's flat, rare flat, which meaning we're gonna get rain just now. As you can see, we're supposed to get rain just now, so I'm just trying quick, simple. It wouldn't be that long. So in this video, guys, we'll be talking about two things. Who's the people that inspired me to spearfish? There's a couple folks, we'll talk about them just now. And the other person who inspired me to hunt, who was my inspirer? Well, it turns out it was my cousin, but then when I start to watch YouTube videos and things, and I end up and meet a YouTube fan, I guess. A YouTube fan. Alright, so you get to find out, you get to realize you meet somebody on YouTube who's like a real experienced hunter, who does do like real hunting and just break it down for you. So we'll get into all of that, guys. So today was real good, it was fun. I went work, I now come from work actually, so on my way looking to go back up home and we go jump into those videos. It like less than probably like 1, 2, 3 and no. Alright, so there's the first video with Daniel Man, guys. Alright, I hope you guys sit back and relax and listen to this one here. This one here is a good one, right? Now Daniel Man is about to explain one of the most things that catch me as a sparrow, a person now learning to do spearfishing and diving and want to learn more. This is it right here. I will give her a little rundown at the end of the video why I choose Daniel Man to guide me during the course of me spearfishing and thing. And after that we go jump to the next piece here. Let me get into it.
I'm going to try and explain why I reacted like that, because I didn't even shoot that fish. Fishing has always been a part of my family as far back as I can remember. I always remember Dad would be coming back from reef trips in his big aluminium boat. My brother and I would sit in the icebox while Dad was still half asleep. We'd be asking him all sorts of questions. What's this? What's that? What are we eating for dinner tonight? But the fish that was always the most prized in the icebox, the red emperor. I never saw too many people catching red emperor when I started spearfishing. Naturally, I asked my dad, where did you catch red emperor? I want to go there. I want to go down and dive and get one myself. And then he told me, we used to fish for them in 60 to 100 meters of water. My heart sank and I thought, I'm never going to catch a red emperor with a spear gun. Don't get me wrong, you can spear red emperor in less than 10 meters of water in certain parts of the country, but if you want to catch a big trophy-sized red emperor over 10 kilos, your best bet is 25 plus. Fast track another 6 or 7 years, I start diving with a guy called Tim McDonald. We become great friends, we're still friends today, and he is one person that has an exceptional ability to dive deep. He's just naturally gifted at it, and he's always been able to do it. It's not something I've been gifted with, and diving deep doesn't really come naturally to me. And if there's one thing I've learned, he will always go out of the way to look for new ground. And I cannot count the amount of times I've sat in the boat, fallen asleep, got...
That is just Tim Day exactly, but we're going to talk about that in his video.
Horribly sunburnt down one side of my face because he's just sounding around looking for small rocks. And that's where these red emperor live. That's what he's always been looking for. Tim's never been able to get a monster himself because he's so generous in the way that he dives that he always gives somebody else the opportunity to dive on a fish before him. And that's just the way he is, and unfortunately, it can be to his demise. I remember getting this phone call and Tim said, I think I've found some spots this.
When I look down, I'm like, oh, there's a big red sitting behind that rock. There's a purple halfway between me and that red. Big red.
It becomes known that there's quite a large red emperor sitting on the bottom. A fish that Tim has spent thousands of hours looking for was sitting on the bottom, and Hal says this.
There's a big red there.
My turn.
That red's freaking big.
Never shot a red.
That red will stay there when I go down and shoot it.
I'm shooting the red.
I've shot heaps of largies and reds.
Tim has spent a long time looking for these fish, the best part of 10 years looking for this particular fish, Hal asked if he could go have a crack at it, and Tim says, "Sure, of course. Why not? I've shot heaps of red emperor. There's not many divers in the world that have the selflessness to do that." Tim and I sit on the surface with bated breath as we watch Hal duck dive and head to the abyss, looking for that red emperor. As the fish materializes, I dive down to check the shot and get some footage. When I get closer to the red, I realize this is the biggest red I've ever seen by a long shot.
That feels wrecked, mate.
When I put my hand on the fish just to get a scale of how big it was, I kind of realized this was something truly special. I'd never seen anything like it.
I'll get this ring light out of the way. Get some head on.
Yeah, it was amazing. But alright, so guys, those of you who enjoyed this piece of video, subscribe to all the platforms on them. Subscribe to my platform, Daniel Man, and we go jump to the next one. Just so I break down why I choose Daniel Man to be guide, my guide. That's the word. Yes, for spearfishing, because there's in a lot of his other videos on him, he explain exactly. He does break down the thing. He just get it to you to a way that you understand. This is something I just do for today. Even when I spearfishing, I don't just go and dive and shoot any fish. I used to do that before I did start to watch Daniel Man video and Tim video, right? There's some folks who just dive and just want to shoot everything they see. That was me. But when I started watching Daniel Man and Tim video, I don't even live in the States with them, and I feel like, well, you know, I have to do the same thing here too. I have to do the same thing. Sometimes I have days where I go see, I take some day off from work to go see, to try at least try and redeem myself, make me feel okay, because sometimes when you're working right through, you just feel like, you know, you're missing out on something, and you just want to try and free your mind a little bit. You might want to go and take a hike, you might want to go take a walk. These are the things that make me turn to spearfishing. Sometimes I'll go hiking, sometimes if hunting season open, I'll go and do hunting. But in other words, for the diving video, I choose diving because at this reason, Daniel Man explained in a lot of his videos where it has certain fish you could shoot, certain fish you're supposed to shoot, certain fish you're not supposed to shoot, and these are the things I just want to live by, right? It has also plenty of videos. He even have books and all where he read and all about like what fish good to eat and what kind of dish could be real good, how to make the dishes and all of that, guys. There's a lot of reasons why I choose Daniel Man to be one of my leaders on them when it comes to the spearfishing. Guys, I'll give all the full thing on it. Guys, go all out to spearfishing. You can learn a lot. There's a lot of good leaders out here like Daniel Man and Tim. We will jump into Tim video in a while, but for now, guys, you all subscribe to Daniel Man. Daniel Man being one of my #1 YouTubers that anytime I jump on YouTube, if he ain't post no video, I want to see one of the videos that he probably post like just a little hint on what's going on. If me see nothing, I'll go to his Instagram, because the Instagram, it always have video he posting on the Instagram. So I'll jump to his Instagram and I'll see what's going on. So with that being said, this is one of the reasons why I chose Daniel Man to be my leader for the spear fishing, and like the reason why I shoot different fish and thing, and he'll always break down the weather and this, bro. There's a lot of things he does explain in his video, guys. Like, I will leave a link for oil down below so I go know what I'm looking for. Now with that being said, we'll jump to Tim McDonald, the man himself, the legend, the myth. Daniel Man, don't feel away, Daniel Man. You know he's a legend too. You know he's a legend, but he ain't got any myth, dog. He ain't got any myth, right? So we go jump to Daniel Man right now. You know Daniel Man, we jump to Tim. Tim we go jump to. Right now, we're excited. It's probably now what? It's probably now 9:30 up and I'm trying to get this video out to the people, because I know I'm missing me. So with this being said, if you want to see this video itself, I will also leave the link for this video in the comments, so I'll go see it, right? And I'll go see Daniel Man link too. I will leave that for you. With that being said, let me jump to Tim video now.
I am home at my house in Brizzy today. It is...
Alright, this is not one of the videos I want to show you guys, but it's Tim, bro. Like, you don't have to show Tim. Just have to. So, I don't know what this video is about. First time I've seen this one. I think I probably watched it already. Let me see. No, I did not, because it would have been like. So, I did not saw this video already, but we go jump into what he talking about here, because I love to hear this.
Absolutely blown
We not staying too long, eh?
on a gale here. We're a long way from the ocean, but it is blowing a gale. It's been raining all day. I went for a dive yesterday. I got out of the water, and within 2 hours of getting out of the water, the swell jumped from 1 metre to 5 metres. It was absolutely insane. Overnight, wave 11.5 metres hit the Brisbane wave buoy, which is insane. And I'm just going to give you a little insight into what happens in the hours leading up to a massive swell, one of the biggest swells of the year, to hit our coast right here. This is my house. Beautiful, it's nice, but not going to be so nice down the coast just there today. Hope you enjoy. Well, we've got about a week forecast of really wild weather, and it's supposed to be really nasty today, but it's actually really flat and good. Raining a little bit, starting to blow a little bit, but a couple of hours before it blows, I might just jump in and see what I can find. Stole Bryce's boat for a little spin, and I feel those fish calling me. Love the nice snapper this morning. Mulloway would be great. See how we go. First dive, I hopped into the shallows. I couldn't believe how fishy it was. Bait high, bait low on the bottom. I just expected to see a mulloway at any moment as I headed down into some of these gutters. Second dive was just a little bit deeper, more off the edge of the drop-off. As I swam along the bottom, I was just met with a carpet of bait. I couldn't believe how thick it was. Yak is just so thick.
Yeah, I know I'm probably not saying anything, but this is just how it does be when I watching his video on them. Like, because like you never know where you're going to see, you never know where you're going to meet down there, you know. So I just be like, wow, so amazing. In my head, I like just calm and relax in the comfort zone, you know. Nothing can come and budge me when I'm watching my diving videos of them, especially with my fans, my internationals.
Third dive was a bit deeper again. As I came down to the bottom, it wasn't just bait. This backed and just lifted my legs like he's gonna bite me, and he just.
Alright, so we're jumping into the next video where Tim is actually explaining this video about sharks. So we could jump into the video. I did watch this already. As you can see, I did watch it already, but I did kind of miss out on a couple videos, so I had to go through like all of them, and some of them I did learn a few things, and some of them I also did understand like the sharks out there is different, bro. Like there's very, very different. You see how in Trinidad, in the Caribbean here, how we have sharks will just come and check you out, and sometimes the sharks will just be like on their own beat once you not trouble them. Them sharks over in them side like aggressive, bro. Minute they smell blood, that is the end of it, bro. You know? So we jump into it and finish up on it.
Lifted me out of the water. I remember rolling down his back. Welcome back to Spearfishing Down Under. I got one of my best mates, Bryson, here, and we're going to talk through sharks together. Bryson and I done lots of diving together, won the Australian titles together a couple of years ago, and we're going to talk around shark behaviour, diving with sharks, and tell a couple of stories about some of our crazy incidents with sharks. Now, this first clip, this shark, what's your first response when you see this?
Oh, he's pretty cruisy. You just kind of give him didn't even get to give him a knock on the head.
Yeah.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
His peg fins are down, which is 99% of the time anyway, so you don't even notice that.
Yeah. It's pretty cruisy. Sort of shark that you're not necessarily so worried about diving with. But you're gonna be the apex in this situation. You're gonna be the one that
You try to be.
Now this next one, down on the bottom, and it's actually a really beautiful whale that comes cruising in, and this is probably something that we see a lot when you're diving those areas and you're laying on the bottom. Sharks swimming above your head is something that you experience a lot. I know you're looking at the aquarium fish.
Oh, that's all right. I can appreciate where you are on the bottom here.
Nice turtle. And in they come above your head.
Yeah, so he's not a big deal. Like, even if you're swimming back up, he's pretty much going to move to the side.
Yeah.
As you come back up.
Yeah.
Once again, the pec fins are down, but like I said, no, never noticed that.
Yeah, yeah. Now, for me, when I see that, it's like the more aggressive I get. Now, this is something that I've discovered. The actual active pushing away of a shark. I find if you're going to shoot a fish, number one, you've got to boss it and do your best to push it away. By the way, this clip was taken in Queensland, and I was eradicating invasive species into our state. This is the blue groper. That is, I'm going to poke you, I'm going to push you, I'm aggressive towards him.
Alright, so that kind of movement there, where you see with them sharks, we don't get that over in the Caribbean. And those of you, I know it get some Trinidad spear fishermen watching my video or know, I had to mention this. We doesn't get them thing that we have it good or know that. Take care of we waters. Please take care of we waters. Take care of we waters. Because if we end up and get them kind of animal over here, it's a different thing. You know what? It's a different scene. So, I shoot fish already with shark like right next to it, but it wasn't no kind of aggressive shark. It was sand shark. The least they do, they just came up to me, checked me out to see if I wanted like to be friends, and I was like, yeah, we could be friends, you know. We could be friends, but I'm not staying down here with you. You know that way. So yeah, I'm not staying down here with you. And Shaq was like maybe yeah, and then he go away and does it. But them kind of behavior there, we really never had them kind of behavior. I never had them kind of behavior there as yet. I don't know what the future holds for me, but I pray to God that I don't bounce up on thing like that. Because them kind of thing there, Papa, no. I would just not be having it. So you jump back into the video. We ain't staying too long in this video because I have another one I want to show you about Tim. He explaining a certain thing, or you just have to listen properly.
It's coming. What's going on over here? I'm coming with aggressive.
It was interesting watching that bull, how his head kind of curled and just like folded when you hit him. But you hit a lot of sharks. Like, I'm surprised how close you get to sharks. I don't generally get the chance.
You're a fatty, mate. This one's actually you, Bri, this clip that we're about to look at. And it probably shows that being aggressive is not always possible because, you know, sometimes...
Wasn't even aware.
Sometimes we're just there, we're on the bottom. You see the shark there on the way down.
He's doing nothing.
He's doing nothing. And you're just focused on the fish. We've dove this area a couple of times before. You know there's going to be jobfish. You know there's most likely going to be a mangrove jack or pearly or a big Venus. I think you shot a really big Venus here a few years earlier. Talk me through what goes through your head right at this moment when all that happens to you.
It's like, well, there's nothing I could do about that. That shark could have been a couple of metres closer and just bit me. Yeah, no problems at all.
I just have to say this. Tim, he is a legend, bro. Like, that happened to me. I was like out of the water, bro. I swear I was out of the water. I know I want to dive it over. I know I want to be. I want to get the experience shooting at Emperor. To be honest, I don't want nobody else, Tim. Nobody else. It had to be between you and Daniel, man. Could be the person to help me to shoot Alright Emperor. Between you and manifesting that one, for sure I'm manifesting. Now, as a man, when I'm manifesting, it does come true. It might take a while, but it will come true. The universe has always answered to me. So Tim and Daniel, man, brace for yourself. We don't know when, but just brace for yourself. Emperor, probably we're looking at least 50 kilo or 60 kilo for the most. Alright? So brace for yourself. So that being said, let's jump back to the video.
Now obviously I'm aware that he's feeling like that.
He's a little bit hungry.
And I'm like, oh, I can see some fish in the distance there. And as you can see, I'm still looking around. I'm probably a little bit shaken from that.
Yeah, still focused on the target.
Still focused on the
listen,
fish.
This is important. If you're going to hunt amongst sharks like this, you got to stay focused.
And obviously I want those jacks.
Yeah.
And then pick a bigger one.
And what's the win? Stormy. You just halved your chance of that shark coming back and eating your fish.
Yeah, it's not very often I eat a stoned fish.
Yeah, not very often. It's not very often you start stoner fish as well, guys.
It's not very often. But if it's a dogtooth or a wahoo, they seem to, or a tuna, any tuna, they seem to wiggle at the right frequency that it's going to get eaten if you stone it.
Yeah. Now, this one is me in West Australia, diving with Hal and Mitch as well. Very common occurrence.
Alright, so yeah, I'll jump into the other video because I promise you that this video is not going to be that long. And I see it already going over already. So I will leave this video for you all. There's a lot of fun things that happen in this video, but a lot of things you can learn also. So I jump into another video, but before I jump, just in case I doesn't find that video that I'm looking for, I'll just say this, guys. The reason why I choose Tim, kind of the same way as Daniel, man, but just that Tim literally giving you the danger, Tim giving you the danger hints on him, the hints about danger. One of the things that he taught me in this video, but he not taught me, but one of the things that I learned from his videos, majority of his videos was mostly danger stuff with sharks on them, because majority of his videos is just about sharks. They always come across sharks, but it's a real fun thing because majority of the videos here doesn't really come across sharks sometimes. So he explained to us why you must always keep an eye on your dive body. Keep an eye on your dive body is a very serious thing. And there's a lot of Tim videos. There's a lot of other stuff that I learned like a lot. I just can't remember, but just I know when I'm in a situation, it will come to my head. But for now, guys, Tim is a real legend. I'll enjoy every one of the videos on them. I'll enjoy everyone. And with that being said, guys, we going over into the hunting videos on them. But before we jump over into the hunting videos, who inspired me to do the hunting videos? Them who inspired me to do hunting? It was my cousin and them, I said, but there's just one person that inspired me about the hunting videos. So with that being said, now's the point where I just say, alright, let me go to the next one. You know, yeah. But next thing, before we jump to that video, we have a I was waiting for it to guess, but seeing that I didn't guess, we have a sponsor today. The sponsor today is Divine Oneness, as usual, sponsoring this video. So we jump into it.
Hi, Spearfishing Down Under. I'm going to be talking about the 5 craziest shark experiences that I've ever had. Let me kick off with a crazy encounter that wasn't just crazy because it happened to me, but because it happened to my son. Now, I love spearfishing, but it's an inherently dangerous sport. And one of my greatest worries as a father is my son diving with me. I want him to love this sport, but I also worry about him just simply because he's my son. Now, together, we've had a number of shark encounters, and I want to, in a moment, talk about this crazy one that we had, because there was a shark that nearly bit him on the leg. And the sharks have got...
Alright, for those of you who don't know what spinning shark is, I'm going to leave the link for this video so you all get to experience this video, but we have to jump to the next one. We run out of time. So, let me jump to the next one. I don't explain why Tim is a legend and why he's so great at doing his thing. Tim, I continue loving your videos, sharing it, supporting you 100%, Tim. And for those, we dive it for the diving videos, them. And for those of you wondering if I did talk to Tim and Daniel, man, if I can use the video, I did talk to Tim. I was trying to get on to Daniel, man, to ask him. I did talk to him already, but he never really coming back and say anything really. But Daniel, man, if it did say something or you do like the video, I can easily take it down. Please tell me something. And Tim, huge fan, bro. Y'all don't even something know. Right now, Tim is my idol, dog. Like, I swear, Tim and Daniel, man, my idol right here, dog. So, we jump into the next one. I'll leave this link for this video right in the comments for you. And all the things on them, videos, everything, in the link. So, let's jump to the next one. The next one is...
Up here in the tree again. It's a beautiful, beautiful view of the wilderness here in Florida. I've only had bait out for 3 days and they've already been smashing it. I just rebaited. And it was a hot day, really hot, so hogs were laid up all day, probably not moving at all, so I'm gambling that before dark, at last light, now that it's cooling down a little bit, they'll be coming. Had a little time getting in this tree, but I'm finally up here about 20 feet off the ground. Now all we gotta do is wait them out.
Alright, so guys, welcome back. We with Tim Wills Bow Hunter. Right, so we'll jump into this one, and at the end of the video I'll try to speed up. I will explain the reason why I chose Tim Wills Bow Hunted, sorry. Well, I didn't know he and Tim had the same name, like they're probably related or something. But anyway, so we jump into this video.
From the very beginning, man has been a hunter. I too am a hunter, and I have hunted all my life. I gather flesh and bones, as my forefathers once had. A journey of pursuing the great beast of the earth. Even so, the chase is hard, for my quarry is keen to the ways of man. And I must hide and wait, taking life and giving back. It's the cycle of life. This is a hunter's journey, a relentless pursuit.
Got him! Bullseye!
Last time you may recall that I was in the trees, spear hunting the wild hog of the Florida glades. I've joined up with elite hunting outfitters, and they've got some pigs. The saber-tooth spear proved to be quite lethal. Not only was the
Just saying. Hear this. This is one of the reasons why I like to watch his videos. He does get straight to business and explain what it is he using, what brand and thing. Here.
saber-tooth's deadly, but the blowgun panned out pretty good too. For after a couple days, we piled them up. And today I'm back. The swamps are thriving with wildlife, and wild hogs are no exception. Just ahead, I'm sneaking in on a feeder that is set to go off. I'm hoping that the hogs are already there. I'm still a long ways from the feeder and have already ran into a hog. I've got a red-tailed dart loaded in the barrel. I just need him a bit closer. The hog gets lucky, but he's not out of the woods yet. Hopefully he's hungry. I'm Tim Wells, the Slock Master. I practice on morel targets and cover my scent with dead downwind. Bass Pro is where I shop for cold steel knives. I kill animals with Grim Reapers. I wear mossy oak camo and see by night with Cajun lights. My Oneida bow goes with me in an SKB case. I shoot Umarex air guns and fish from tracker boats. Fox Pro is my go-to call. Tinks is my lure of choice. I wear muddy boots and use stealth trail cameras. And American Rebel beer is what we're drinking around here. There's more, several more. And I can see a big black boar off to my right, slowly moving my way. That's him. Now all I need is a clean shot to his vitals. It's a perfect hit. The boar's time is just about over. Good shot. I think I got him. Pretty good shot. Looked like it was right in the kill zone. So, with the blow dart, once you stick him, you just be real quiet. He's dying. That's like a barrel moan, a hoggle. A lot of times when they're dying, so. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We slocked him good. I could see that dart, Joe. When I shot it, went all the way to the cup, right in the vitals. That's what we're looking for. Yeah. It's all about getting that wind in your face, you know. You see, we corned the road here, and these hogs have been hitting the feeder right here behind us. So we corned the road here, right where they normally feed. And sure as could be, here they come a little time later, coming down the road eating the corn. Yeah, pretty awesome, pretty awesome. So we're finding a little blood on the second one already. We just got started. We're not far from where I shot him, maybe 20 yards.
Okay, so he did actually get that hog. If you all want to see that, I'll leave this video in the comments, or I'll leave it in the comments so I'll get to jump to another one in the video in a second, but I'll just explain the reason why I choose this video. There's a short little video that I'll let you watch, nothing too big. I'm not going through the whole video because, you know, private. So yeah, this is kind of the end of the video here. I will leave this video in the comments so you all will get to see it. He did actually get that hog, and that is just the reason why I just enjoy watching these guys' video, and I'm a huge fan of them. And the reason why I decided to take part in the hunting, because it's a fun sport. You're not shooting everything you see. You doesn't just go bush and you see animal, you want it, you shoot it, you see a next one, you shoot it, and you just shoot up everything. Or you hunt out everything. There's a season, there's a time for everything. Everybody want to enjoy nature same way. So this is the reason why I choose to spare animal, hunt and enjoy nature. Just like Tim here over here, right? He will not just shoot everything. As you can see, he chooses which one he wants. He decides to shoot the ball. And by the way, hunting wild hog is a very good thing though, because it's like in the UK and other countries, it's like cleaning up almost everything. The crop getting the cup, just like Guti in Trinidad. I know Trinidad guys same thing, but Tobago here, our friend with the Guti, I'm just cleaning up the garden, like eating up everything. And he just come now and again to at least try and help him out, but due to our season close right now, I'm not really taking part in the hunting, except that he does really need me. So but it is what it is. And I'll just say this guy is a really good instructor when it comes to hunting. He is explaining exactly what you want to hear. There's a huge amount in his video where he explains how he sharpen his spear and how he do a lot of things. There's a lot of things. So I'll leave you a link for that in the comment, guys. And with that being said, yeah, that's just it. From since I was growing up to go and hunt and thing, I learned from my cousin. And from there, I jumped straight to watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. So that being said, I'll just give her one more look at one of his videos again.
The days have grown shorter now. Deer are on the move. Sydney's hopes are high that a giant may come her way. Illinois' hardwoods teem with life. But big mature bucks are few and far between. A 4-year-old has made a careless mistake and has wandered beneath a killer. One thing on his mind, but so does Sydney. And it's not this fella, it's his big daddy. They say he's a wild man who likes to let her fly and say there's no one like him. That, I promise, ain't no lie.
I feel alive when I throw the spear.
For he's a hardcore hunter who kills with stick and strings. Like a croc, he'll wait for hours, 'cause killing's just his thing. He's got a gun, as do most of his friends, but try and take it from him, and you'll likely wind up dead. He hunts with spears and blowguns, but he loves to shoot his bow. And when his arrow cuts the distance, the blood begins to flow. He trained his kids to hunt, so that's just what they do. They're lethal with a bow, and their mama's deadly too. Critters tried to kill him, and he nearly killed himself. But dying's for dead men. Oh, and that card ain't been dealt. He's still out there living, the guy who lets her fly. He'll probably be shooting arrows the day he finally dies. As do most of his friends, but try and take it from him, and you'll likely wind up dead. He hunts with spears and blowguns, but he loves to shoot his bow. And when his arrow cuts the distance, the blood begins to flow. He trained his kids to hunt, so that's just what they do. They're lethal with a bow, and their mama's deadly too. Critters tried to kill him, and he nearly killed himself. But dying's for dead men. Oh, and that card ain't been dealt. He's still out there living, eyes. So if you're searching for a killer, the baddest predator beneath the sun, you can stop your looking. For you just found him. I'm the one. Do you own a blowgun or spear? Well, Slockmaster.com.
And that's it for this video, guys. So those of you all who enjoyed the reason why I am a sparrow, a diver, a hunter, and I love my sports so much, that's the reason. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this little clip. Kind of big, but we're gonna make it short, man, don't worry. So I hope you enjoyed it, and for those of you who new to the channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification. This is a way to show why your boy is going to be international one day, and he's going to make it in the Guinness World Record. So with that being said, guys, enjoy the video, and for those who are new, subscribe, hit the bell notification, please, and let's get this to at least some of the internationals out there. I know you yourself is an international, but let me do something that international have to rock together, you know. Alright, big up yourself. So with that being said, bye. See you all in the next adventure, guys. As usual, after God, say a prayer and put God first. Let me go.